So I want to do this recording. I had a friend come to me and ask for Magic content or Magic producers, and I decided we might as well kind of make a video for them. And I actually really seem to like Crimson Vow's limited format. I think the sealed format is a little bit messy sometimes, because you can kind of get stuck with decks that are a little bit grody, but I really like this draft environment. So hopefully the screen capture works. Let's see, what do we get? Lantern Flare, I don't really like that. First pick may not be as important. Honestly, I think we just take Bleed Dry. The Exile clause is really important for some legends. I will say, one of the things I noticed is that these usually drafts go a little bit slower than I'm used to. I think I like to pick my cards very fast, so maybe that's why. This could be interesting. Suitor is not bad. It's probably the best if we decide to go red-black. I like Cadet. It's not nearly as good as the Morbid trigger once every turn in black that we had last set. But 5 is asking a lot, versus this is not terrible at all. Also, like, the incidental ramp... I think this puts us more into red-black vampires, to be honest. I'm going to turn down the sound a little bit, because I don't want to capture too much. I see some guards. Alright, let's see what we get here. We just take Grasp here, right? Yeah, there's not really anything else that's too exciting. Green might be open, given this. Red's definitely open. I don't mind any of these cards. I actually kind of like Statuette, but I admit it's not great. It by itself, yeah, in a vacuum, Parasitic Grasp is just better. Even as 3, if you compare it to, like, Hero's Downfall, I think it's a really good pick. Though the one thing I'll say is that I've tried to shoehorn red-black vampires before, and then I get cut out, like, halfway through. This card seems to be really good every time I've played against it. I've never actually gotten to play it. Now, keep in mind you have to, like, intentionally not cast spells, but then you're holding up the mana, and you just start pinging off stuff, or making your attacks go through. Super solid card. Let's see here. I don't really... Into the Night's not great. We need 2-drops. This is actually a decent removal at 1. Red is still pretty open. Green's kind of 50-50. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really playing blue-black exploits, so I think I would take this. Just always vampire payoff. Sacrifice it. -X. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Even if you play this on, like, 4, giving something twice the number of blood, so 2 makes it a -4/-4, after you've either attacked with, like, a 3/2, or you've put in offer for trade. You can also block with it and then attack. Oh, no, it's sorcery only. Okay, I misread that portion of the card. I don't think I've played vampires a lot in this format. I seem to usually go into the black-green deck. The, like, toughness matters, tree folk, bugs type. You get a couple good werewolves there, and I think, like, Infectious Host, or whatever the werewolf bug study girl is. I quite like her. We're going to see how this works out, though, because I think we have 2 really good removal pieces. We can grab a couple of Braids, Downfalls. There's like 3 or 4 really good legendaries in our color. Most of the rares are pretty solid. Even some of the, like, splash rares are not as unimportant here. Okay. Yeah, red's definitely open. Hospitality seems like a trap, to be honest. But if you think of it as, like, card draw with elusive, if you get a bat, or if you get some stuff, and then also just having trample as a keyword for a bit of, like, built-in recurrence seems fine. So we're either between Hearse or Jailbreaker. We've got 1/4 as of current. We are playing the werewolf sub-theme. Honestly, I think we take this, though I could definitely see the case for Hearst there. Less impressive here. Servitor would be last option. We'll take this for consistency if we get it. I don't mind a 5th to last Blood Fountain. We don't have enough wolves for this to be a really solid payoff, but we admittedly don't have 2 drops. This can power blood with other stuff if we get other stuff. We're probably not going to play End the Festivities, but that's okay. How do I remove this? Okay. Yeah, same thing. Just take some vaguely related cards. Red's definitely open. Okay. Do we just take a second Bleed Dry, or do we take a Last Rite Flush? We're not solely devoted into the blood, and this just reads Kill a Creature. Sun's Ward Hexproof counter. This could ultimately draw more, but I think this is better positioned. How many creatures do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think argument goes to Bleed Dry. A second Bleed Dry. And then we were seeing a lot of red open still, so we might get some good stuff. Farmer, Rich Wolf. Ooh, this is a really good pack for a couple decks. None of which matter. I don't really think we could go green, is the problem. What do we got on 3? We've got Suitor, Hospitality. Maybe we just take the 2-drop. No. I like Farmer because it opens up some of the lifelink strategy that might come in. Gargantuan is admittedly better. I think we have to take this just because we don't know that we have other 5-drops in play right off the bat. Celebrant, right? Yeah, because we were just talking about 2-drops. The validity of this card making a blood token when it dies is super important. Also, X2 is a really common stat line. There's not a lot of things with 3 toughness until you get to the 4 mana spot. There are some that have, like, caveats, but you'll see this kind of a lot. Oh my goodness. Do we take another Suitor? We might. I don't know if I would necessarily say that Suitor is bad. I think we take this and this might wheel, or we'll see another later on. Being at common means we have a little bit more to stake. I actually really like the idea of taking a Waltzer, but I don't know that I can guarantee splashing white. Those Evolving Wilds won't come back. And there is some good white cards that have gone through, but nothing that's right there. Yeah, so security, you just take. Having access to draw off of blood tokens, even though we've not become the, like, de facto blood deck, we have some payoffs in a couple different forms. Stuff that matters. I want to sideboard this. How do I remove it? Oh, we drag and drop. Okay, on mobile, you just click it, so that's why I've very rarely used this. Combat trick. Wedding Invite would be the only thing I can think of that we specifically want to draw. Green and blue, we've just seen a lot of stuff going through. Is there enough ETB to make this combat trick worth it? The counter, the Undying portion is, I guess, relevant. Though it's a strong only maybe. Oh, baby. Alright. Yeah, I think we become the wolf deck. Something on 6 to do is good. It's also fine if you discard this later on. Like, it by itself making more blood is also good, because this... If we play this on turn 5, this on turn 6, what we do is we cast, kill their biggest thing, attack in with a bigger dude, a 5/5, that draws a card. So the cycle of this creates a little bit of redundancy, and it goes from immediate play to immediate play. I don't know how reliable it is to think that we'll have both these cards, unless we get multiple. Which you never really want to play more than one Grizzly Ritual, I don't think, especially with 2 Bleed Dry and, like, Parasitic Grasp, but there's some stuff that matters. Plus 2-0. Yeah, we just take out Evolving Wilds at this point. I think it's important even to have filtering in smaller portions in 2-color decks for later on. I At this point, I think it's okay to take the wolf. Because what we'll do is we've got... How many werewolves? 1, 2, if we play this. I thought we had a werewolf on 3. Maybe we don't. Invite. This is like very, very blasé 3. You would want to play Suitor every time. Sideboard. Because it's just 1 damage, right? Yeah, that's not important. This might actually be important. A little bit of chip damage. That immediately goes into the new. Draw each card you discarded this turn. Really not good. Ah, do we splash white? So the dumb answer would be to take this over the Abrade. Unfortunately, I would have really loved to do that, but I can't validate that at this point in time. Flesh over... We've got a couple 5s. We don't have a lot of 1s. This would go in here. This would go like this. This exile clause is important. Makes combat a lot better. This gets better with blood. So I think we take that. We can reliably keep that. And then we'll trigger off blood a lot more frequently. That means that we're probably not playing Wolf as much. We would probably... Our 2-drops would be like here... We'll look at that later. We still got a Lacerate. We'll take it just because. Green would be really strong for whoever's playing that right now. What do we think about our current load? Who do we have at 5? Who do we have at 3? 3, we don't really want to play this, so we've got 2 Suitors. That's it. We have at 4. I would probably... My version of this would be like the 2 Watchers and the 2 Bleed Dries. Maybe this is the option. Because we have a heck ton of removal, and dealing damage and then also gaining stuff is probably more important. I don't know that I want to play 2 Blood Fountain, but if it's that or Statuette, Blood Fountain is the key. Costing 1 less, getting 2 back is relevant, especially when we're discarding our stuff. Target vampire you control deals damage to it equal to its power to target creature. Well, we were just talking about 4 being kind of a slot that we didn't have open. We also have red as a very big key in 4. We don't really have black in double representation except for the Bleed Dries. So if the choice is choose one or both, creatures you control get +1, and then deal damage as a vampire. What did it just take? Oh, I took too long. I don't know what I took. Oh, shit. Okay. We'll probably go like this. We gotta go faster. Ah, Celebrant. So our 2s might be 2 Celebrants. I think that might be too excessive, but we'll see. We're getting towards the end here. Oh my goodness. I'm not taking Second Kiss. I don't think you really run that in this deck. Possibly, if we're just so uneven, if we teeter on 5. But we'll see. This is really a 3-drop. This isn't a 2-drop in almost every case. In the same way that this might as well cost like 2 or 3 mana, and then reduce the activated ability by 1. Because that's really how you cycle it. You play it on 1 very rarely. I mean, we're not going to sideboard because this is Premier Draft, but it is the card that you would take in that instance. Doesn't matter anymore. I've got like 20 Mulches in my collection. Stitch isn't... Okay. So now we... Cool. Let's go ahead and build something with this. The way I like to build is dump everything back. And then we will class at 0-1. You'll see 0 is always just going to be the land slot. And then for 1, I like to do like 1 to 3 cards, depending. There's no 1-drop creatures. Black and red doesn't really have them. Manually remove your mountains and swamps, or whatever your lands will be. until such point that you can place them through again. So prioritizing removal over trick, and then check the final deck to see what your ultimate decision is here. So you'd go like this. So 3 to 4 is like right around key. This is a bit of a faster format, so I like to check. This is going to be kind of a messier version because there are a lot more slots that I've got for removal, like very key pieces of removal, I think. I don't even know why I took this. There was nothing else in the pack. I think it was like 3 green cards and a blue card at the time. Okay, so 2 creatures so far. We probably want another creature at 2, and this has a bigger chance for payoff, like a higher ceiling. This is not often going to be a 3-2 with Trample, I don't think. And I don't think this is going to trigger more than once or twice in a game to make it reliable. We might add a 4th card with Statuette. It's a good question. We already have 5 non-creature spells, so we gotta... How many creatures do we have at 2? We've got 1, 2, 3. That's probably safe for now. We do both suitors. I like Curse. We need to have creatures at 3, which is the crappy part. So we probably have to go like that. And then, see, the problem is we already have 7 non-creatures. If we're doing 23, which I think is key split, we really can't continue on. Because that... Even if we were to just state, like, this is what we run, right? And then we go to 5... And then we just go to, let's say, Instant Sorcery, Enchantment, Artifact. Oh, okay. That's not really as bad. So this is 11 right now. We cut that. But that still would be at 10 and 13 or 10 and 14, so we need to possibly cut 2. I prefer Bleed Dry over most of these spells. This is, like, really big card advantage if it gets going. We don't have a lot of evasive dudes, I'll admit. So we stopped at... 9 and 14 won't be too terrible if we're doing a lot of draw and looping with stuff like this. And I think these are all key removal pieces. The only thing I would say maybe might need to be changed would be Blessed Bolt. Blessed Bolt might be worse than just a straight kill spell that gets 2 blood. Gift of Fangs is, actually. Now that I think about it. That allows us 15 creatures. That's probably fine. Okay, so we stopped at 3, we go to 4. We got all our creatures there. That I think I want. I think I know what we're going to play. We go like 1 Watcher, 1 Scavenger. Red versus black. Our distribution is not even at all. I want to try and keep it less about double symbols, but I think we probably have to go like that. And this card seems really good every time it's been used against me. Even a 4-3 on par that taps and deals a damage is, like, super fine. Prodigal Sorcerer for more mana is okay. In order to curve out, I think we need to probably add more creatures here. So we'd go like this. 12 creatures. And then we just check back. Looking at our curb. 5's really low. This is a faster format, so maybe we do 2. We go like that for 2. Anything on 3? No, not really. We're shy like 1 creature is the thing. Which of these is the most statted creature to do what I want? At best, this would do maybe 3 or 4 damage. At best, this might kill some things. This is 1, 2, 3. 3 wolves? 3 wolf count, right? Not a lot. 5 is ostensibly pretty weak. That's a really bad 23rd. I'm gonna guess 9 and 8 is what it places. Yeah. This honestly looks more like a 10 Sever. The only reason that we're not gonna do it is because we want black mana on by turn 2. Most of the games we play. We'll see. I like black-red vampires quite a bit. We'll play a game just to show how it can work. I will admit, this is not... Maybe there was optimal things that we went through. I didn't try and draft around rares as much, but we also didn't really see any, like, powerhouse big bomb things. And I think we could have probably built more consistency with green, to be honest. I'm gonna check my record time real quick, see what we're on. 20 minutes. It's not bad. Probably do, like, 30 minutes just to see. These games, getting into the game can take as long as like a minute later on at night. It's about 11:30 EST. I think most players are probably, well, between here and Central. I don't know. I don't know if it actually loops or not. Oh boy, let's see what we got. If you hear me vaping, I'm sorry, but I gotta be cool. Oh, don't. No, don't break the game. Oh, good. Okay. I got the spinning circle that made me almost cry. Let's go. Oh, jeez. This is almost okay. Our consistency of drawing 2 and 3 drops is debatable, but maybe. This could be good. We'll see. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. He did mulligan a 6, though. Let's go ahead and swamp. Unless something happens next turn, we play the mountain. I mean, just absolutely. Oh, God. Goodbye, my sweet prince. We gotta try it. He can't attack. He can always just activate, but he won't do that. He'll probably sacrifice 1. He's at 4, he goes to 5. He loses the mana. Yeah, he's at 3. He's definitely not attacking here. He will attack here. I don't think... I mean, he's never going to activate this. No, we're not going to do that. Okay. Why aren't you a vampire? Oh, another epicure. Okay, well, good. I love the idea of... Oh, okay. Why, God? Sorry, bruh. I still am not in a recovering position by any stretch of the means, or by any stretch of the words. Because what I'm now doing is... Well, I don't know. Lightning Wolf is probably the bad call here. As sad as it is, I might have to do this here. Block an Epicure. He probably would have played a land, but it's also unlikely that he's drawn so many lands, or so many non-lands in a row. Yeah, that's fine. So this will hose some of his strategy. I mean, we can, like, get rid of an Epicure from his graveyard. It's not as important by any stretch. He has to put a lot more concerted effort into attacking with this. And he can't probably attack with this unless he's got the Sure Strike. Plus 2-0 in First Strike, or plus 3-0 in First Strike. Why? I've done nothing to you. Okay. Whatever, dude. Whatever. You draw 2 and lose 2. Okay, so he's drawn 1 land, hopefully. Yep. Okay, he can use that to activate. I'm just going to take 3. Which I'm honestly am okay with at this point. He's getting behind on resources for what he's sort of playing. We have to hope he doesn't draw a kill spell here. Which is highly plausible that he could have other braids, other bumps, other things. No blocks. Never a block in this situation. He could spend the mana to just give some kind of buff to this. Like I mentioned, the Sure Strike. I don't think that's the right play. Because at best I would still go to like 7 or 6. And I feel like he knows better. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we're incredibly lucky that we have this then. Because choose options. Choose both. Target vampire you control. Target creature they control. Boo! Alright. And here's the problem. 3 mana does nothing right now. I have to probably Not this turn. Next turn. No blocks. Anything? What do you got? Okay, so this is just going to be for more, like... Oh my god! Okay. I was hoping he'd be bluffing, but he... is definitely not. No blocks. So we keep this open. We can tap, kill this. Or this. This is not a good day. Loots goes to 3. He could draw another land, though, or this could be a land, this second card. It's not really confirmed. He's just gonna attack, huh? I think I want to play it like this, because this could do chip damage that ultimately does kill me. I'm fine with losing this. I want to be able to kill this with a block, and then kill Epicure. Man, it'd be really nice to draw, like, something on 2, and then cast it and have Phalanx for later, because that would absolutely stonewall him. No! Okay, I knew it was something. I mean, the thing is, him using it now means I'm 4 spells away from dying. 4 non-creature spells, I should say. And the thing is... Okay, I've got... Oh... No! You were supposed to be anything else! Alright, whatever. We're good. Flip! Flip. Let me flip! Let me flip! Let me flip! Please! Alright, he's hanging out on end for no reason. Is he just teasing me? Is this just some, like, ultimate cuck? Is this what I've become? Why? What are you doing with your life? Your parents are worried. Stop it. Stop it! Don't rope me! I'm at 4! Oh my god. Okay. Is he really doing this right now? Does he? I mean, he has to know, right? He could activate on blood, but what if he's discarding, like, a really good thing here? 23 cards in hand. He's drawn 2 more than me off of the 2 blood tokens he made. I've exiled this. I exiled this with the Moldgraph Scavenger, was it? Or Diregraph Scavenger. Yeah, okay. Second rope. What are the distinct chances that he just kills me off of these triggers? Well, not as high. Oh, okay. Well, that helps. 1, 2... I think, I mean, unfortunately, we just have to do this as a blocker. We take 2. He kills us off 2 triggers of this now, because we couldn't draw anything that came, well... Oh, that's right. That's dumb. We should have played this Lightning Wolf, because then we would still represent 4 health, unless he drew a non-creature spell, which is entirely plausible. I think the idea of stocking this, or this, represents more. Playing this allows us to activate here. Yeah, that card has Menace. Oh my god! I'm dumb! That card has Menace! That's hilarious. I should probably read the cards, seeing as how I admit I don't play red. Okay, well... You know what feels really good? Is that I probably literally, like... I think the value in these drafts is something like... It's like $12 real currency. It's something like that. Because the currency, I think you get like 1650 tokens or something. As I spent like 1,500 gems on it. Granted, I mostly do these I'll loop them with wins I get and just play it off of gold that I get from like free-to-play quests and missions. But the free-to-play model in this game is like not great. That's why I play Runeterra and a bunch of other games, kind of on the side. Though I've been on a big RuneScape kick recently. Come on, Daddy. Oh, La Lente Oscura. Okay. Well, I like this Professor Onyx skin, albeit admitting. Okay, see, this is the problem. 4 and cast on 3, draw stuff for 2. I really shouldn't. This is like a very dumb keep in a faster format, but there's just a lot of stuff that you draw. Like, half the deck is 2 and 3, right? So, consistently getting there is not a problem. He's also on a slower start, which feels great. Blue, black, honor. Yeah, this feels fine. Because what I can do is hope to draw another mountain. If I don't, I can play into Wolf. And then I can give Wolf first strike. And be pretty good off, honestly. Create a 1 White Spirit flying. Well, that's very nice of you. Very not nice of you, excuse me, sorry. Okay, so we can avoid the triggers here. I could present to attack. I don't like that option, honestly. I'd rather present the slower option in, like, ping. How dare you? Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So now cometh the question. Do we... There's more likelihood of this having a blood payoff in the next couple of turns than... Yeah, I probably should have attacked here, in hindsight. And the reason for that is because I'm less caring about this as a card when it flips, and I'm about this not triggering. Though, I'll be honest, he could... Let's see here. 4 cards... Are these animated? Oh, that's cool. This is why I don't play this game anymore. He's attacking. He's going to offer the trade. He's got 4 mana open. I just take the 3, right? Because I don't think he has anything big on 4. No blocks. He's probably hoping to bait off of a trade, knowing that he then gets a 1-1 if I don't. But I just don't think I care. On ground, I could, in theory, race him. When this transforms, add 2. Yeah, because then what I can do is, if I draw a land, this is going to be... This is 6? Ooh, okay. Yeah, we probably do it that way. This does la flippy. This adds 2 red. No blood to a sacrifice. And then we just attack for 7, which he takes. Goes to 13. I assume, unless he's got a bounce spell. We still have 2 red, so then we play this into Gargantuan. Oh, is he just going to trump block? Is that his thinking? Is that what he's thinking? Well then. Wow. Okay. Sure strike off red. How did he have red mana? Oh my god. That's clever. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll give you that one, sir. So in that case, do we just do another suitor? I think we do. I think we build the ground forces to be as high as possible. Meaning we'll go like this. Giving this first strike does present a real clock. Once per turn. Is he going to get red source now? Or is he going to get another blue source? Yeah, he gets red source. Okay. I don't know that he's going to have a lot of red cards, to be honest. He probably just has the ability to cast them now. I don't have anything to deal with flyers. You can see, like, a real legitimate issue with the style of deck. Now, I mean, granted, how much does he actually have? 2 per turn, versus I've got, in theory, 5 here, 9? He's got 2 turns if he's not playing anything. Why is he casting it now? That would be why. He kills it, brings it back, makes it bigger to prevent this from attacking the following turns. It really can't attack anyway because of this. Then he attacks for 2. It's not a bad plan. Oh, I'm screwed. Yeah, I have to attack this and activate because there's no Ancestral Anger. This is getting bad. And he only attacks for 2. I have to bait him into using this, flip this, ping these off. That's a lot. 5 mana, activate for 2. This is the right call. He might trade here. Yeah, that's smart of him, which by proxy is the only thing that we could do. We play Suitor. He's going to activate on Suitor, kill it. I would assume. He might have, like, 1 or 2 other things he could do. This will make a 1/1. I really should have seen, but I think he still would have had Sure Strike. So regardless, even if I had blocked it when I had as an X2, he would have still been able to cast this, or he might have had this in hand. That's interesting. No matter what we do, we can't necessarily win. He's going to do Bleach Eye on... Oh. Okay. Is he just attacking with 1, 2, 3? Yep, there you go. There's my boy. The prodigal son returns. No, please do. I want you to. I want you to. How much can he have for... It's 4? He'll kill both. Do we do this and then make the blood possibly draw off of it? Discard Phalanx? That's the right call, right? Yeah. I'm totally okay with that. Go ahead. This will do some work. This will prevent 2 damage in the air each time. But he still has... I mean, I'm on a 3-turn clock. And he's fully aware of that. So he'll just attack for 5. And... yeah, that limits my resources quite a bit. Which he knows, of course. I don't think I have any life gain in this deck. It's a very mediocre, like, fill out on the deck. Can he kill it? Is there a way for him to kill it? You can just cast a spell, not let it flip. Which is also just as fine. Ah! No! What do I even do about this? Oh, not that. That's for sure. What does this card say? Can't be countered. Alright. Well, you have to die. I'm sorry. I need to draw exactly a land, and he needs to play not a spell. Okay. No, even that's not enough. What's he got? GG? So it's ace 2, right? Oh, God. Oh, what a clinch. I did not win that game. I just believed in the heart of the cards and got a happy ending like no time masseuse before. Good God. Okay, that did not go the way it should have, though. Like, this deck is very mediocre, but I will say that was fun. Probably one of the more intense games I've played. I misplayed by not killing the 3-2 that makes spirits, but I guess the marginal thing is it's kind of like a, did he have it? He had combat tricks and he had things to kind of like do around it regardless, right? So I don't know. That's all. I'm going to end this recording. I can't necessarily think of too much else to say, but